Hello, everyone. Welcome back into our Wednesday night edition of Weather with Mike Schultz once again, and we're talking again about cold temperatures across the interior. But you know what? It is getting slowly but surely a little warmer each day, and we're still looking for the weekend to come in with temperatures right around zero by Sunday, so that's not too bad after seeing 43 degrees below zero for the overnight low a couple nights ago. Alicia Libby captured this gorgeous photograph. This is really beautiful colors with the sun coming through the snow-covered trees and just the orange glow. And as always, if you have a photograph to share, by all means, send it to photos@ktvf11.com. All right, here's what's going on as far as our almanac is concerned. And you can see the high today, 25 below, currently 27 below, the low last night, 40 below. Record high, 1945, got up to 42 that day, but 60 below in 1933. And your sunrise and sunset, 6 hours and 37 minutes of daylight. That's a gain of 6 minutes from yesterday. And we have an air quality problem going on. Once again, we talked about it earlier in the newscast, but it's until 5 p.m. tomorrow. Unhealthy for both Fairbanks and North Pole. If you have respiratory problems, small kids, any kind of breathing problems, you might want to just hold off for a couple days until we can try and get a little better air in here. Okay, here's what's going on across the rest of the state. The flow is starting to come out of the south and the southeast. That's a good indicator that the flow is turning around, which means possibly we'll be looking at a little bit of moisture and warmer temperatures for sure working their way into the interior. As you can see, a little bit of activity moving across the Prince William Sound area. What's going on across the rest of the state? Well, again, we have showers around Juneau and Ketchikan, and not heavy rain, though. That's good news there. 41 degrees at Ketchikan. Sunshine in the Anchorage Bulb at 5 degrees for their high temperature. Kodiak, 38 degrees, a little mixed rain and snow. Cloudy skies along the Aleutian chain up and down the west coast. Single digits until you get to Nome, and then 11 below. 21 below at Barrow, and 45 below in Fort Yukon. Again, cold temperatures, very cold temperatures. What's going on across the rest of the country? Well, the rains have stopped over the Pacific Northwest because they moved down to the south over Southern California, where Los Angeles is reporting a little bit of rainfall. Not nearly as warm as it was yesterday in Denver, but a nice day in Dallas, 80 degrees there. In contrast, 31 degrees in Minneapolis. Over the rest of the eastern half of the country, digging out of the snow, New York City, 34 degrees, and across the deep south, temperatures ranging from 67 to 69 degrees in New Orleans and Miami. On the satellite and radar, again, a lot of activity moving across the Central Plains, and some freezing precipitation moving across the Great Lakes in the form of light rain snow activity. And across the deep south, we see once again a little bit of rain across the Los Angeles and Las Vegas areas, even into Phoenix, but nothing going on at Seattle. And the overall picture for this weekend is calling for a lot of rain over the deep south, snow across the midsections, and very cold air. Some of the air that we had over us is going to move over the parts of the lower 48 by this weekend. Okay, back to Alaska for tomorrow. The northern sections looking at flurries and patchy fog for Barrow, partly sunny skies for Nome, and clear with patchy ice fog for Fort Yukon. Here in the interior, again, not much change from today. Clear with ice fog in Fairbanks, mostly clear with ice fog for Healy, and mostly clear for Delta Junction. While over the southeastern sections, mixed rain and snow for Juneau and wind and rain in the Ketchikan area, 45 for Ketchikan. Over the southwest part of the state, rain and snow for Cold Bay and Kodiak. Bethel will have snow showers in Bethel, like I said before. And over the south central sections, cloudy skies in Anchorage, snow showers for Homer, up to 3 inches of snow expected in Valdez. Okay, time once again for our kids' weather. All this week talking with the kids from Two Rivers Elementary School, and tonight we're going to hear from a young man with a question for me.
Well, my name is Cameron. I go to Miss Farias' 4th, 5th, and 6th grade classroom at Two Rivers Elementary School. Here's my question for the weatherman today. How does a hurricane start?
Well, you need many ingredients, but main ingredients are warm water like the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans. And you also need thunderstorms, a lot of them gathered together to develop a low pressure air system. And after that, nature takes over. Okay, thanks to Mount McKinley Bank for helping us with our kids' weather. Tomorrow night, the teacher will be here sharing an interesting weather fact. So your forecast for the remainder of the night: still severe cold, but not as frigid. Still 37 below. That's still pretty frigid, but not as cold as it was last night. Now, patchy fog, morning ice fog should give way to sunny skies tomorrow with 20 degrees below zero. And the 5-day outlook, as you can see here, looking at temperatures continuing to rise by Sunday to near the 0 degree mark. That will happen on Monday, and then a little bit more of cold air coming back in again for Tuesday. No precipitation in the forecast, maybe still some ice fog, and overnight lows will also be rising nicely. Well, kind of nicely compared to what we've had, to 16 below for the overnight low.